dun, 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 dun. Hi, chat. We are back with vocal lessons with Areia. Yippee! Today, I will be joined by Shiba Maru VT, who is in chat. And first today, hi Maru. I'm excited for our lesson later. I am going to be starting this with a short lecture on vocal placement today. Yippee! Hi, Delta. Oh, she was like, hi. Yay, so cool. Chat, you're so cool. Hi, Broccoli. Aria stream. Yeah, it's Aria stream chat. Now, since this is a vocal lesson, it is going to be a little bit less chat interaction and more of me just focusing on my student when it comes to the time. Also, during the lecture, I might not be too responsive to chat as well, unless I'm answering questions. But don't worry, I see y'all's in chat. I hope this is very informative and y'all got a lot out of it. I will be posting this VOD on my vocal lesson segment in my YouTube as well, so you guys can look back for reference in the future if you need it. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so today we are talking about vocal placement. This is for all the singers and also VAs, because vocal placement will also help you with character creation. Oh god, this is gonna be on the net forever. Maru, I was listening to your covers earlier. You sound wonderful. Don't even worry. She has beautiful tone, chat. I can't wait for you to hear her sing. Also, Maru, I should send you my Steam. Do you have VNet, Maru? I should have checked with you earlier, but I was busy doing my setting up my freaking PowerPoint for this because I wanted the PowerPoint to look good. You have it? Okay. Let me add you. I'll send you my friend code, okay? But yeah, vocal placement, chat. What is vocal placement and how does it freaking work? Well, I will teach you now. Okay, just to review, if you're wondering about my qualifications for people that are new, I am trained professionally with 2 years of experience. Oh, hi Zane, how are you? I have 2 years of experience with professional training. I will say that my vocal coaching wasn't too long and my teachers taught in a way that I didn't quite comprehend everything, but I have been professionally trained for 2 years. 1 year in classical, 1 year in contemporary. The rest of the stuff I learned for like my Japanese, Korean, and my covers was a lot of self-research and self-taught stuff, as with a lot of other singers that you'll find out, because, you know, some things work differently for other people. Some teachers you might agree with more than others, and that's okay. Things that I say you might not agree with, and that is a-okay. I don't have a degree in teaching music as well, but I do have a degree in vocal emphasis with music. So I have studied like music theory and all that stuff, so you could trust me with a good chunk of stuff. Oh yeah, but I'm still learning, as I said. Hi Kaiser, hope you're well. Self-taught nipples, yes indeed. Hi Pika, rises from the Arby's parking lot. We're learning today. Yes, we are, Pika. I hope you can learn a lot from this. Also, art is from Mia. Thank you. Also, ignore that. I forgot to take it out of my stream. Okay, today's table of contents. What are we covering today, Aria? Well, today we are covering number 1, vocal placement, and what is it, and the different types of vocal placement. And then I'll divulge in number 2 types of placements: chest voice plus your head voice. So the lower and higher range, what's the difference? What is it? And then third, I'll talk about mixed voice, what it is, chest plus head equals mixed, what that means. And then I will discuss some vocal exercises I do to develop a healthier placement for myself. Also, I'm not going to be talking too much about the mixed voice today. That's a big thing, but I'll probably be talking more about mixed voice next week, all right? But let's move forward. So vocal placement. What is this? And why the heck is this important? Okay, so number 1, vocal placement 1. Just a reminder, vocal teachers will say, like, if you look on YouTube and look up what is chest voice and head voice and placement and stuff, you're going to notice that some teachers will throw around terminology with different definitions. So let me define to you how I define these terms, okay? So for me, Vocal placement, it was hard for me to find like a really good definitions that I agreed with. The best definition I found was from this website here. And this, I will share the PowerPoint in the YouTube description as well, so you could just click on this link that's right here. But this definition I found: focusing your sound into a specific area where you feel or sense the resonant sensations and vibrations. It's a very technical definition, but that's the best one I found that I agreed with. To simplify the definition, it's basically where you're putting your voice, where you're singing from. Did you know you could sing from different parts of your body? Like, of course, your vocal cords will always be at work, but depending where you place it, it's going to come out differently, right? So, generalizing it, correct placement. My goal is to help you find a good place to sing from without you hurting yourself, right? I'm still learning as well. I still have a lot to learn, but I'll do my best to teach you what I do that makes me sing a lot healthier than some other people. Bad placement is usually a key indicator of it. You'll feel pain, you'll feel strain. A lot of times you'll feel tension that's so bad that you will find that later on you can't really talk anymore. So if you feel that, that means you're doing it wrong. So you should stop. If you feel pain or strain, stop. Hi, Kika. Hey, Kika. Sing with your toes? No, you don't sing with your toes. But I mean, if you're standing properly, your toe should be a little bit at work, I guess. Everyone's ranges are different, so remember, you might feel sensations a little differently than another. Everyone's body is unique to themselves. So the sensations you might feel might be in a little bit of a different place, but the general feeling should be around the same areas, all right? So, for example, there's different vocal ranges. There's the basses with the people who specialize in the lower range. Then there's the tenors who are a little higher. And then we got the altos. In between the tenors and basses are the baritones. So we got the altos, and we got the mezzo-sopranos, we got sopranos at the very, very top. And because everyone has different vocal ranges, your anatomy might feel different, especially between the men anatomy and the woman anatomy. But I'll do my best to show the differences for both our dudes and gals. And if you have more questions about the dude side, because since I am a gal myself, I'm more familiar with the gal sensations, let me know. I'll do my best to describe stuff for the men's side as well. Let's keep going. So that's a little bit about vocal placement. Now, let me define the specific placements that you will hear a lot, especially for vocal basics. The chest voice and the head voice. Hi, Tiny! What's up, homie? I hope you're good. What's the difference between chest and head voice, all right? So the main differences between chest and head. Your chest voice is typically your lower range. It's your speaky voice. It's the voice I'm speaking with right now. You're going to feel vibrations more in your chest area. So if you're going to put your hand on your chest, or maybe like a little bit below your collarbone area, and just go in your lower, like your speaky voice, and say, hey, how you doing? You're going to notice that you feel like a very light vibration in that part of your chest on your hand area. Go put your hand on your chest. If you feel that vibration, that means you're speaking from your chest voice. Heads up, my user has an underscore same as yours. Oh my God. Let me correct that right now so that it's correct. Yes, I'm sorry, Maru. I thought I put it correctly, but I'm silly. Hi, Smoog, what's up? See with your whole Ushi, obviously. Yeah, so your chest voice, you'll feel those vibrations in your chest. Okay, next voice. The head voice, it's your higher range. I like to describe it as the Mickey voice. Oh boy, it's the voice up here. And you're going to notice that if you speak up here and you put your hand on your chest, you're not going to feel any more vibrations down there, because the vibrations should be felt more in like the forehead, nasally passage area. Falsetto and head voice are technically different terminologies. Falsetto is more of a technique. Falsetto is more of like the light airiness, and head voice is like the general placement, because if I'm in this voice, this is not falsetto. It's just head voice. But if I want more airy, this is more of like a falsetto. Falsetto typically sounds a little more airier, has an airier consistency. So falsetto versus head, they're different things. But falsetto is in the head placement. It's just a little more airy, a little weaker. It tends to be the weaker, heady feeling. Area, yeah. Yeah, so you're gonna notice that these vibrations, they're also gonna be if you look up different videos for placements, your vocal teachers will also say resonances. So resonance is basically where you're feeling it. So I would say my definition, placement is where you're intentionally placing it, and resonance is like where you're feeling it. Okay, so placement is more the intention, and resonance is where you're feeling, is how I would define it, the most basic way. Chest and head voice. But did you know that there's like a third voice that you're going to hear a lot of pop singers using, even classical singers using, and it's called the mixed voice. It's a mixture of the head and chest voice, and it helps you create that transition between this voice to this voice without cracking, like this. You're gonna notice that if you don't know how to do mixed voice, it's gonna be like and you got that crack, and that crack in your voice is called the passaggio. It's the like the line that basically defines the chest versus the head voice, but you can smooth that out with the mixed voice. And I'll teach you more about the mixed voice next week, but today let's focus more on placement. Another reminder, remember your ranges are different, so you might feel sensations in different areas, but the overall concept should be the same. Yeah, I talked about that already. If you look on the right, you're going to notice, sorry, I just realized that it's not showing the diagram very well, but you're going to notice that this is a chart of someone's range, and in the bottom it says this is the sensations for like a soprano/tenor. So if you're like a bass, baritone, or alto, you might feel sensations in a little bit different areas, but this is the general places. Hi, Mac, how you doing? Thank you. So the lower notes, they tend to feel it vibrating off of their chesty area. Also, some of them feel it a little bit in like below their nose. And then as you move up in your mixed voice, you're going to feel it more in this mask area over here. And then the head voice kind of feels like it's coming out of your forehead area. It's interesting how the range will change where you're feeling the sensations, right? But let's move forward. Okay, let's talk about the mixed voice. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the mixed voice because it's very important, and it's probably what I'm going to be talking about a lot with a lot of my pop singers that are coming in, and it's what I'm still learning about. I'm still learning about this. As I had classical training, I'm not too familiar with mixed voice, so I had to research a lot about it, and I'm still growing in it. I'm trying to learn a belt in this healthier place as well, but I will share what I've learned so far with you. You're doing good. Don't mind me while you teach. Okay, Mac, thank you. Okay, so I said this earlier, but it's quite literally the mix of chest and head voice. It's gonna feel like there's a lot of vocal teachers out there that are going to share a lot of different vocal exercises for where to find your mixed voice. The best exercises and the general exercises I found where people said to find mixed voice are exercises like a very nasal sound. Or they're going to do a sobby sound. The sobby sound to get that transition. Or vocal fry. Vocal fry is the newest one I found very interesting. This is vocal fry. And all these different exercises will help you find that sensation of learning to mix your chest and head together. So there's like a theoretical speak of different degrees in your mixed voice. So sometimes your mixed voice can consist a little bit more of the chest voice, right? So think of it like percentages. 70% chest voice versus 30% head voice, mixed voice. Yeah, there's so much chat. And then there could also be a little more head voice, maybe like 70% head and 30% chest. There's so many degrees to it. Now, I could do all this verbatim talk, but I found that watching some other people's perspectives of like all these terminologies helped me a lot. So I'm going to be sharing some videos with you. But before I share the videos with you, I want to do some review from last week. Hi, Dupes. How you doing? Did I say hi already? I hope you're well. So this is some vocal tech lingo we learned last week. I basically defined the basics of placement with you. Chest, lower range, head voice, high range, mixed voice, mix of chest and head. Usually felt in like the mask area. What is the mask area? It's kind of the area like where your nose and like your eyes are. Like if you're wearing a masquerade mask. Anatomy, I taught you about basics of vocal anatomy that are very, very important for you for singing healthy. You need to know about diaphragm, breathing. You need to know about raising your soft palate and your vocal cords. I taught you about breath support last week. And how it's important for supporting your voice so that you release that tension so you don't have all this tension. And we talked about resonance today. It's basically where it sounds bouncing off or where like you're feeling it. And then the passaggio is the break between your chest and head voice. All right, that's what we talked about last week. So let's start watching some videos about some basics. I'm going to reference Tara a lot. Tara Simon Studios. She has a great course where she teaches you a lot of basics. But she's going to talk about vocal placement in this video. And look, it's perfect. She has a dude and a gal in the video so that you could get the basic vocal sensation feelings for both gals and guys because it'll feel different as guys tend to have lower ranges than us ladies and ladies have higher ranges than the dudes. So let's get into it. Let's see what they have to say.
It's not.
It didn't start from the beginning.
What's up, Terabytes? I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios.
And I'm Coach Jeremy.
And I'm Coach Nikki. And today we are going to be talking about placement. What is placement? How to sing in proper placement and what that feels like and maybe even doesn't feel like, right? Yes, yeah. all these things. So we were just discussing this before we started recording and what do you guys feel like it should feel like in placement in different registers and maybe what it doesn't feel like too?
I think for me, like there's definitely a sense of vibration wherever the placement is. More prevalent in different placements than others, but it's definitely a sensation that I can feel happening where that placement, whether it be chest, mixed, or head voice, I can feel a different sensation.
Okay.
For me, it's more like if I'm in my chest, then there's a lack of feeling in the head and in this area. If I'm in my head voice, I literally feel it up here, feel the vibrations. And when I'm in my mix, it's more so like here. It almost feels like something coming straight from here.
That's a good visual, actually. For me, I do feel a sense of resonance when I sing in chest, and it feels like the way I speak. It's very much the same kind of resonance, and if I put my hand here when I'm speaking, I can feel vibration, and when I put my hand here when I'm singing in chest voice, I can feel it as well. I agree and feel the same as Coach Nikki, though, with that forward placement in mix, how it's just like in the middle of the head and it comes forward almost through your teeth, and then in mask, I feel a sense of pressure in my eyes and in my nose, and especially when I'm plugged up and stuffed up, like then I really can feel mask placement very much so there as well. So we're going to define today what the proper placement is and hopefully give you a little bit more clarity on what you could and should be feeling, or maybe what you shouldn't be feeling in regards to chest, mix, and head voice placement. So this is going to address all of them for you guys, and this was a highly requested topic. A lot of you guys in the comments were asking for something like this so that you can try it at home. So because we have both Coach Jeremy and Coach Nikki today, I'm totally gonna look at you guys are so I'm totally gonna use you both And so Jeremy's going to represent the male populace, and Nikki's going to represent the female, of course. And I'm just going to watch lovingly. Now, I may chime in and give a few tips myself, but I think that it's really valuable to get some different perspective, especially when it comes to the male and female voice in regards to all three of these registers. So, Coach Jeremy, why don't we start with you first?
Okay.
Give us an example of a chest voice placement, okay? A properly placed one, what you're feeling, and then an improperly placed one and what you're feeling, and then we'll move on from there, okay? We'll do chest and chest for both of you, and then mix and mix, head and head, yeah?
Okay. All right. So a proper chest, I'm just going to sing an ah or a ha. Ah, I can feel it, a whole lot of vibration down there. That's really low for me, but I can feel the vibration really there. Something that's not necessarily my chest voice, it's not, I don't feel
doesn't sound supported.
Yeah, it's not supported at all. It's just kind of just...
It's there. And you know what? It didn't even sound bad, though. I mean, these coaches are amazing, by the way, and their technique is pretty impeccable. So it's sometimes hard to do it wrong, right? It's a little harder at times, especially when you're trying to do it wrong for you guys. But do a higher chest note that's correct, and then do that same note that's incorrect, so we can hear on the same note the difference. Yeah. Okay.
Incorrect.
Yes, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so tell me what you felt on the first versus the second.
Well, I had a lot of support from my core on that first one, and then I had the vibration there in my chest. It was there. The second one, I didn't really support it much, so that was why I was, at any moment, it could fall apart. But I still kind of felt a little bit of vibration there, too. So.
Okay.
So it was a change in, support.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's change in support, but what's interesting that I liked is that there's a false sense of correctness even on the second one because you feel a vibration there still.
Yep.
Just out of curiosity, is there a difference in the prevalence of the feeling between a supported note and an unsupported note?
Yes, there definitely is. When it's supported, it's a stronger vibration that I feel in my chest voice versus the unsupported is just kind of faint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good for you guys that are trying this at home. Know that if there's confusion or if you're really not sure if you're feeling something, then it's probably not as supported or as correct in placement as it should be. So then we encourage you at that point to engage your abs more so that you can feel that more supported vibration. And again, Coach Nikki said that she didn't really feel a whole lot even when she supported here. So there's difference and dynamics of the anatomy of people. We're all people. We all have heads and necks and abdomens, but there's differences in all of us, resonation cavities and all of that. So that's why it's good to have different perspectives, because just because you're not feeling a ton of vibration doesn't necessarily mean you're wrong. But if you're not feeling a ton of vibration and you're not really engaging with your abs, well then it could be the latter. Right. It could be what his second note was. And also you go by sound too, because you could clearly hear a difference between Coach Jeremy's first nicely supported note. His vibrato was undulating nice and even versus the second where it was a lot thinner, right? Okay, all right, great. So Coach Nikki, give us an example for you of what a properly placed chest note would be and then an improperly placed, and let's break down what you're feeling.
Okay, so properly placed would be more like, I feel really open. This feels like a freeway and I'm pushing from here. But not supported would be more like, this feels really tight.
I saw it
Right,
moving too, actually. Yeah.
And you can see the tension. So I can't control that. Like you said, you don't know if it's what's gonna happen. But when it's from here, this is like a freeway.
I love that example. That's a beautiful example. A freeway, just like no traffic, right? That's all.
I'm gonna pause it, chat, because I just want to verbalize this. But notice that for the girl, the biggest difference between how the first one was better than the second one, it's gonna sound very similar because they're teachers and they just can't help it. But the biggest thing that indicated where the placement was bad was one, for both of them, it was breath support, not having enough air. When you don't have enough air to bring out that note, it's going to automatically bring that tension to your larynx area, your vocal box area. So you have to always make sure you have the good posture, you have enough air to support your note, so that comes out properly. And number two, you notice that they're both on the ah vowel. On the ah vowel, you have to make sure that your mouth is open. The first time she did it, her mouth was nice and big and wide. The second time she did it, it was pretty closed. You want to think of your mouth as a speaker. Whenever there's the opportunity to do it, you always want your mouth to be nice and big when you sing. So make sure you keep note of mouth shape as well. Also, there's one thing that they didn't talk about, and it's soft palate raising as well. Having that nice open yawny feeling will also release a lot of tension from the throat. You're not gonna sing like of course, but it's just having that sensation of the lifted soft palate, and the yawn is gonna help you find that. So I'm gonna let them talk again. Sorry, and I will mute again because my dog keeps barking.
Awesome. And what I noticed also about your second note was that there was no vibrato. And that's interesting because vibrato is basically your voice thanking you by being relaxed. Yes, thank you. Like that. Yeah. So when you're undulating in your vibrato, there's not a lot of tension, if any. But when she had jaw tension and throat tension, there in their second note, there was no vibrato. And that's also somewhat of an indication. If you do sing with vibrato and there isn't any, that's an indicator of tension there. Now, if you don't know how to sing with vibrato, then don't worry about that. But if you do have it, that's an indication of tension. So where were you feeling the resonance, or in your case, there wasn't a whole lot?
It's literally like just a free feeling for me. Like, okay. I'm not feeling any tension anywhere, and I'm just pushing with my ab muscles from here. That's my chest.
Okay, and when you were not pushing with your abdomen,
it's all up here, and it kind of goes through my nose a little bit too. Like, watch. You can hear it's coming through my nose too.
Okay. Yeah. So the sound is really instead of, it's kind of like a faux mix almost. Like it's resonating from the wrongs, still resonating, right? Anytime you make sound, there is resonance somewhere. And that's what's so hard about defining placement, is that you're gonna feel a faux sense of correctness because there is a sense of resonance at any time if you're making noise, right? But where and how much you're feeling is directly determined upon the correct placement of your technique. Yeah. And I really think that Nikki's case is very interesting because she doesn't feel a necessarily a sense of overt resonance here in her chest, but she feels this openness. So that might be the case for you guys. You may be like, I'm doing it wrong, but maybe you're doing it right, and you just feel this sense of openness like Nikki. If your jaw is dropped and you feel a sense of openness and you've got vibrato, or at least you're on pitch in a really nice rounded way, chances are you're singing with correct placement in your chest. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's really good. Okay, so we're moving on to mix now, all right? Mix. Coach Jeremy, give us an example of what, and if you need it, like sometimes mix is hard to just sing, like rip the band-aid off and sing. So if you need to sing something like a phrase of a song or a melodic line or something, maybe a vocal exercise, that's totally fine to get into it, or you can just rip the band-aid off.
Can you give me an F?
An F. Yes, there's your F. That's beautiful. You just ripped that band-aid off. All right. Well, okay. Some people can just do it like that, I guess. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. And so there, I definitely felt it in that mask. I felt it coming right from there. And it's kind of an element of like covering to it a little bit. That way it's not as heavy and as thick and warm as my chest voice would be. So it's like, it's a lighter sensation because I'm covering it.
Okay. And if you could, are you able to, I guess, point? Is it possible to point to where you feel it, or do you not feel it anywhere?
I feel it right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
That's where I feel it. So like if I could drill a hole in my head, it would be like the middle part, like right in there. Okay, so we all feel it in the same spot then there. Interesting. Okay. Because mix is a really hard to define register, and therefore it's hard to define the placement, but yet this was 100% like across the board, we feel it here. I will say though, I have had singers that don't feel it there and they're singing in a great place in their mix, and we'll get into that in a minute, but you felt it in the middle. Okay, so now give us, if you can, an example of what improperly placed mix would be.
Okay, I'm gonna drag a little bit of my chest up a little bit higher, so it's kind of heavier. It feels less stable, and it's a little bit more heavy than I want it to be. It's not as
that sounded pretty good to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but if you look closely, you could see the tension and the uncertainty. You know?
Yeah, okay. So where did it feel like for you?
It was more throaty for me. It was definitely more throaty for me.
Yeah, because you were trying to pull up more chest instead of allowing the head to come down and meet.
Yes.
Okay. And for you guys who haven't watched other tutorials, mix is really literally the mixing of chest and head together. And there's different ratios of chest and head depending on where you are in your range. But we like to think of it as a zipper. You have two sides. You have chest and you have head voice. And at the bottom of the zipper, they meet. And then you zip it up and the mix happens. And you zip it down and you decide which one you're gonna go to. And so they're great mixers. I will tell you that they're probably better mixers than I am. So I'm glad they're here. But yeah, thanks guys. But yeah, that's an interesting thing. So you were really pulling up too much chest and therefore it was a heavier note for you to get to in that range. Okay, very interesting. Okay, Nikki, how about you?
So how about you what?
Mix, girl, mix.
Well, all right. And I literally did this with my hand because that's where I envision it coming from, like here. I'm pulling it forward. And that is different than like improper. The improper a lot of my students actually take the head and think that head is mixed. So they'll go, but that's head. Right. Or they'll do a strong chest like, and they think that
it's like a throaty chest.
Right.
And so that's really, really good actually. A lot of you guys I'm sure do this where you try to make the chest voice sound thinner so it sounds like mixed, but really all that is a strained chest voice.
Right.
It's like a faux Louis Vuitton, the heck, you know. I mean, sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, but we want authentic notes, right?
Yeah.
So that's a really good point. And it's easier, I think, to hear what too much of a head voice mix would be than it is to define and hear what that chestiness is. Because sometimes, if well done, a throaty chest mix sounds okay, but it really costs you a lot of vocal dollars.
And you feel it more.
100%. Yeah, like you probably ain't finishing that song if you're doing that in the middle of the song. Yeah, go sit down somewhere, get some water. Exactly. Okay, so that's mix. Yeah, and where do you feel for you? I know that you're kind of weird over there, but like, where do you feel the proper versus the improper?
I feel the proper, like I said, it's here, like it's coming from here.
Okay.
And the improper, I literally either I'm switching up to head or I'm switching down to chest.
Okay.
And I feel tension here. I feel tension here. And then another thing, I tell a lot of my students to practice in front of the mirror. And that little, the palate when it hangs down, what do you call that hanging?
The uvula.
The uvula. When the uvula is like going up, and it's like wide open, you can see it going up, and your tongue is like a little bit of a U shape. That is like a good indicator that you have good form to get that mix out. So I imagine you're pulling something from back there for the proper mix.
That's actually an amazing statement that you just made. The uvula, what that really is back there is part of your soft palate. And when you raise that, it's like an inner yawn. Can everybody just try to go, it's contagious, and it's like two things. It's the precursor to a yawn, or like if you got surprised, like if someone threw you a surprise party, you go, it's that. Thank you for joining me. I heard that. Yeah, so that creates so much space in the back of your throat, which then creates this highway or freeway that Nikki said in the chest to let the air come out, and there's no obstruction for the placement, which is really, really valuable information. So that's awesome. Okay, moving on into head voice placement, Mr. Coach Jeremy. Let's decide proper and then improper, any note or whatever you want to do.
Okay. I feel that ringing up in my head. It's up there.
Okay.
An improper one is gonna be a little bit more breathy. It's a little bit. I don't have much control over it. It's much more breathy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear it like a clenching here when you do the second one. Do the first one again for me. Okay. So as you go through, I hear more tone coming in too as your voice kind of calibrates to that note. Okay. Yeah. So you're saying you feel it in your forehead?
Yeah, I feel like it's a. Yeah, it's floating up here.
Okay. So that's interesting. And where do you feel the second?
I feel like it's a little bit lower. It feels a little bit lower than that because I'm really restricting how much space I'm allowing up there, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
That's the clinch it.
Yeah.
I do hear
Yeah.
the clench. And it almost, to me, the second one almost sounds like a strained head mix.
Yeah.
Like it's not, it hasn't crossed over the hump yet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So for me, I'll just say that in head voice, I really feel it in my nose, like right in here. And so for you guys, let me know in the comments. Do you feel it more in your mask, like in here, or do you feel it like more in the upper part of your head, forehead, like Coach Jeremy does? Because that's very interesting from a male's perspective.
And it can also change, like, depending on the vowel I choose. Like, if I choose ah that's really open, it floats a little bit higher. But if I go,
good point.
then that becomes a little bit more. Yeah. So it
Okay.
changes.
That's actually really good advice. So if you guys are having a hard time defining the placement of your head voice, or I would think for any register for that matter, but we're in head voice right now. For head voice, I would recommend doing it on a more closed vowel, like an oo or an e, because it forces more pure tone and less breath out, which allows you to have more of an overt feeling rather than an ah or an open mouth vowel that is kind of, it could go either way because there's more space involved, right?
Yeah.
But an o or an e really forces the direction of the tone out in one direction so that you're concentrated in whatever feeling you're going to get, whether it be forehead or mask or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Coach Nikki, what about you?
So for head voice, I keep feeling it anyway. I tell my students to think of an opera singer, like a big opera singer, and like to do the whole thing.
The whole thing.
It's because it's visual and it's mental.
Yes.
And I feel it more here.
Okay,
That's coming from the same space.
Okay.
But I don't feel any tension here. It still feels really open, and I feel myself contracting here with with the controlling
abdomen.
the breathing.
Yes.
Same for me.
Yeah.
Same for you? Okay.
So a bad head would be like, I don't know how to do it back.
Hard. It's so hard.
I saw a little bit of support trying to come from your shoulders there. Yeah, look at all that.
Yeah. So you can see the tension.
Me too.
Right.
And what's weird though is that I still kind of feel it in the same area. Like I still felt it around. It was more down here than it was in my nose.
Okay.
But I still felt it here. But the rest of my body was working to get it out, as opposed to when I was, being an opera
It's working
singer.
harder.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good to know too, guys. So again, we talked about how you're gonna feel resonance somewhere, and it may be still in the right space-ish, but it's not as overt, it's not as much as it could or should be. So if you're kind of feeling something somewhere, chances are you're missing out on support, most likely, okay? And then if you feel that you really are killing it with your support game and the abs are going in and up, kind of like the Heimlich maneuver, then check out yourself in front of the mirror. Is my mouth life right? What am I doing as far as my vowel placement? Am I all the way dropped, or do I have jaw tension here? Is my jaw jutting out? What am I doing? If I'm on an ah, am I here or am I here? Because that's a big difference, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a lot, okay? This is kind of a longer video, but we really wanted to break it down for you guys because we feel like, this directly affects the kinds of songs that you can sing and the way that you can sing those songs. And we want our vocalists, as they go from good to great in their vocal journey, to make sure that they're knowing what they're doing as they're moving through that vocal journey, so that when they do sing more important higher notes, that they're doing it in the right way, and that you have a sense of what the right way should feel and sound like.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So hopefully this makes sense, and if it doesn't, if you have any questions, comment in the box below. Always let us know, always let us know in the comments box.
Thank you, Tara. Okay, I have one more video I'd like to show you guys, and it talks a little bit more, just a little bit more of an introduction on what mixed voice is. She has this really cool, look, like you can see in the thumbnail, she has this really cool analogy and what's the word? Way to show what mixed voice is like, and it's just cool. It's just cool. I like how she presents it because it's such a good description of what to do. She also shows a cool exercise you could do to practice building up your mixed voice. It's a little bit advanced though, so this is just more for like conceptual introduction more than practical right now. Next week we'll talk more about great steps into building the mixed voice. Whew, I'm also reviewing and remembering and learning as we do this chat. This is great.
This is for any singer who's great at belting, but not so great at mixing. You find yourself pushing your belt up too high because you can't seem to flip over into mix, and it's killing you slowly. It's just as important when you're learning how to mix to know what not to do and what sounds wrong as it is to know what to do and what sounds right. So we're gonna demonstrate real quick what you might be sounding like right now, and then we're gonna show you how to fix it.
Acting like you're pretend, but you don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
Thanks so much, Nikki, for being the goat and trying to fail at mix. It's hard when you know mix to fail, and she did a good job at failing. So if you sound like that or something like that, that is not the move, okay? That's not how we're trying to sound when we mix. So we're gonna give you two very key and valuable exercises right now to work on so that you can sound like this.
You're acting like you're pretend, but you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. So the first thing that we're gonna do is called the big siren. Tara?
Pig siren.
No.
Not to be confused with the little siren. Okay, so you're gonna start on any note that you want that's comfortable for you, okay? I like F. F's good for me. And I'm gonna go as high as I then can go up top, moving through all of my registers as smoothly as I possibly can. And then I'm gonna go back down to whence I came, all right? I'm gonna start here. I like to do gravel at the end. It's fun for me.
Did you guys feel the rise as she went up there? Almost like when you go on a roller coaster or something, it's like,
The suspense.
yes.
Now, I will tell you this. It's easy to get stuck staying here. Like, you really don't want to move from the bottom. You really want to stay down there. You gotta move, because if you don't, you're gonna run out of breath. So keep it moving. Don't stay at the bottom. And you don't want to go so fast also that you're missing the opportunity to feel where your voice is transitioning. To give you a visual, this is what it's like. It's like taking this orange, which is your chest voice right here, and then you're slowly incorporating the green into the orange, and you see how it incorporates, right? They're both separate, but yet they're in the same beaker. That's exactly what mix is like. You have your chest voice, then you have your head voice that's slowly being poured into what already exists as your chest voice. And before you know it, as you go up, you end up with more head voice, more green. But then as you come down off of that top end, you are taking away the head voice. So you're gonna see it being removed from that beaker, if you will, and you end up back where you started with complete orange or complete chest. That is the perfect way to exercise all of your registers and really feel where the mix is taking place. One thing I will note, and this is sort of like getting really gritty into the science of mix here, hence the lab coat, is if you note on the piano where you feel that incorporation happening the most, where you feel the most insecure about where you stand registerically, that's the part that needs massaged the most. So I would then take our second exercise, which is
The siren slide.
yes, which we're gonna explain right now. And then I would really massage those few notes where you feel the most insecure.
Lean into that insecurity. I can't tell you how many students I've had that will not go there simply because they're scared to crack or scared that it's not gonna sound good. In order to make it sound good, you have to go there.
You have to sound bad first.
Right. It gets worse before it gets better. So
True.
yes, you're going there, you're sliding, and you feel like it's gonna sound horrible. Keep going.
Embrace the goat.
Yeah.
So the next exercise, as Nikki said, is the siren slide. We're gonna get to that right now. Do not do this before you feel comfortable with the big siren. It's important we did it in this order for a reason. This one takes more discipline and more control. how as I'm going higher, I'm needing to kind of give myself a little bit more of a scrunch there in order to keep the sound forward, because if you don't, it's gonna go into head voice. It's gonna do this. I really want to go up there like that. But in order to keep the mix, I have to do. It's gotta be nasal. It's gotta be forward. Otherwise, it's gonna fall back. That's an easy note for my head voice. So you don't have to mix that high. That's a G below high C right now, okay? But I went through easily C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp. That's all the way through the money notes, okay? Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't also be able to belt some of those notes. But when we're trying to mix, we don't want to rely only on our belt to get the notes in songs that we need to sing. Sometimes mix is appropriate. Sometimes mix is needed.
And mix also gives you flexibility. You get to maneuver it. You've heard Tori Kelly, you've heard Jessie J, and you're like, oh my goodness, because they're so good. But if you think about it, what they're really good at is their transitions and their control.
Preach!
And mix helps you to have that.
Absolutely. So this type of mix is the equivalent of that beaker or that graduation of head voice into chest, right?
It's a slow build.
Yes, it's an arc or it's like a swing. If you want to know how to hit a mixed high note without any leading notes, just straight nail on the head type of approach, click on this next video. This is for
Yeah, okay, so that is all for the videos, chat. But now I'm going to share with you some vocal exercises I like to do to practice healthy placement. All right, so let's get into it. I hope that you guys learned a lot about that. I know that the mixed voice stuff is really confusing, but remember, chat, vocal technique is a process, right? This isn't something you're going to get right away. It's something you need to keep practicing every day, because when you first start out, you might not be very familiar with the sensations that you should be feeling. So the more you do the exercises, the more that you start getting that practice, it's all muscle memory. The more you're going to understand the feeling that you should have as soon as you place stuff. Which is why the teachers would always forget what it meant to be bad, because they've been practicing so much how to be good with their vocal technique. So it's the same concept, chat. So these are the exercises that I will like you to do to help you build. Now, vocal exercises are something that you should be doing every single day. Of course, at least once a week, there should be a day where you're giving your vocal cords vocal rest. I'm preaching to myself. I have not been doing that. But days where you try to avoid talking at all, if possible. Days where you just shut up. It's hard, but your vocal cords need rest. They need time to heal from all the talking that you've been doing, or singing, or voice acting you've been doing, whatever it is. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so vocal exercises that I like to do. First of all, you need to stretch. You need to stretch your body, stretch everything, whatever will help you release tension. One of the number one things that's going to stop you from having healthy placement is having tension, not having relaxed muscles in the places that you should be relaxed in. So make sure that you're stretching your belly area, front, side, back. Remember that front, side, back breathing thing that she talked about one time? Make sure, touch your toes every now and then. Stretching your arms, because you want to make sure your arms are nice and loose. Stretching your neck area, going around, because around your neck area, that's where your vocal cords are. Healthily stretching those. Stretching your mouth. Going, stretching your cheeks, stretching your jaw. Under that, in the same category, is massaging. Massage your cheeks, massage your jaw area. You'll notice that a lot of singers are going to have jaw tension sometimes. So make sure you massage your jaws, massage your cheeks, massage your mouth area. Even massaging around your vocal box, around your neck. You're going to find that gently tugging around your larynx area is going to feel and release so much tension. So just gently massage your neck. You can look up massaging techniques for your vocal box area. I know Tara does something like that in her vocal course. I don't know if she has a YouTube video that talks about massaging. Maybe she does. But you can look that up later. But massaging your neck area is also really, really nice for relieving tension. Another thing, the sirens, like the ones that she did, going throughout your whole range, making sure that your posture straight as well, going practicing sirens. Doing lip trills will also help you with doing healthy placement. because it's going to force you to activate that breath support. Breath support is also another big thing. If you don't have enough breath support, you're not going to have healthy placement, like they talked about in the videos. It's going to automatically take you into trying to put the placement in bad places, like squeezing your throat when you're singing, or yelling or bringing your chest up too much because you don't have that air support or the familiarity, all that stuff. Mixed voice exercises. The next vocal lesson, I'll discuss more of those exercises. But yeah, these are general things that I like to do to have healthy placement. Now, we're going to go into more vocal exercises with like specific areas like chest. Chest exercises I like to do. I forgot to put this in the PowerPoint, but chest exercises I like to do are things on a nice ah or a ha. Ha, 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 ha. So, fa, mi, re, do, going down. Ha, 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 ha. And you're going to notice that when you go into the lower part of your chest. Ha, 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 ha. You want to bring it nice and forward. The forward nasally placement, like where SpongeBob laughs. Ha, 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 like here. Ha, 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 ha. My jaw is also nice and open when I have this. And I also have that yawny sensation too. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Each time I go down, I have my abs engaged as well. So make sure that when you're doing these exercises, put your hand on your belly. Make sure you feel your belly going in as you release air. Ha, 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 like you're pressing a button. Ha, 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 You should feel that abdominal engagement. Now, the opposite way, if you want to do head voice exercises, I still go on a ha. Ha, 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 ha. This is more my head. When you do head voice, you're going to notice that you want more of that yawny feeling as always. But you're also might be utilizing a little more air. Ha, 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 ha. I went a little pitchy. Sorry, it's been a while. See, even practicing hitting the right pitches because you want to make sure that your mouths are forming the right shapes and whatnot. But the general rule of thumb of all these exercises I'm sharing with you, chat, is my mouth is nice, wide, and open. Of course, there's certain vowels that you can't do that, like E. He. So you got to find workarounds with that. And I will be teaching you more of that another time. But another head voice tip, we're going to go back to head voice. When I'm doing head voice or chest voice, honestly, just remember to have those sensations that we're talking about. Remember what the description is and try to find what that sensation feels like for you. It might be a little different for you. When I do head voice, I feel it kind of out of my forehead area. And it's a little bit in my nose too, because I'm mixing as well. When I'm doing chest, there's going to be more times when I'm going, ha, yeah. It's more of a shouty kind of feel too sometimes. But when it's in the lower, it's kind of speaky. So it all depends. But I think I'll explain this a little bit better once I have Maru in the call. And why don't we just get Maru? Oh, there's the time. I'm going to start getting Maru in the call, chat. Maru, let me DM you. I'm pretty sure you're listening, but you can intervene it now. I sent that to you in all caps, but that's okay. You're here? Okay, are you ready to start the call? Okay. I'm going to be writing some vocal notes of things that you want to do as well. Ready? Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Very, very, very welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Thanks for signing up. Okay, let's get this V-Net started. VC time chat. Yeah, let's get to the good stuff. Let me change this to the title to Singing Lessons with Maru. What? Maru, Maru, Maru. Whoa, is that the Shiba Maru understore VT understore?
Understore?
Yeah, chat.
Hi, chat. Hello, everybody.
Smokey, why? Darth, could you do that for me? Oh, wait. Did that work? It's gonna work. Don't worry, it was just a chat just redeemed to time someone else. Okay. Is the VNet is also in the Western server?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mine Western North America?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Mine defaulted to EST.
Oh well. Okay, let me make sure that I have the sprout in a good place so that you are in the middle. Okay, this should be good. Who is Tiny Balloon Pop? Tiny Balloon Pop is my homie.
I keep
Yeah.
getting disconnected when I try to join.
Well, that's weird.
It says connecting and then disconnected.
It says you have the wrong version.
Okay.
Did you update it?
Oh, I didn't know I needed to. My bad. Hold on.
Smoog, they didn't even talk in the first place.
Oh shit! It does have an update. My bad.
You're good. Take your time. Do you need to be anywhere after this?
No, not at all. I've got the rest of the night to myself.
Cool. I'll be holding you hostage for a little bit.
Awesome. Fair warning, I did I took a sleeping pill to start to like go to sleep easier last night.
Gotcha.
So my voice is like
All good. I'm
yeah.
here to help you with that, with releasing your voice properly.
I would appreciate it.
We're gonna start with vocal warm-ups together once we got all the VNet stuff figured out.
Okay. All right, Western, join, connected. There we
Connecting.
go.
Yippee!
What is this? Okay. I don't know what
Okay.
that means, but okay.
Chat, let me know if all the volumes sound okay. If Mari's loud enough. Yippee! You're so cute! Look at them. Look at them. You are huge on my screen, though. You have a microphone. That's so cute.
I got my little mic. I'm ready.
Yippee! Let me place you in a way so that you are properly there, and we're at like eye to eye level. Okay, cool. Fuck. Okay, Amaru. I know you said it in the in the applications, but would you verbalize the things that you would like to work on today?
Sure. Sure. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable in my belting register and my chest voice, but when I try to sing high, like high falsetto-y soft notes, my voice just gets really thin. I have a lot of trouble sustaining it. I don't have a lot of air flow. So I would like to improve on that. I know it's kind of asking to sing out of my range, but like, I gotta improve, you know?
Good goals. Stability and... So, just a question. Do you want to work on having less airiness in your higher range?
Well, it's more like I just run out of air after 3 seconds if I sing
gotcha.
in my head voice.
Okay. More stability, more support. Okay, and that's the general thing you want to work on. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. So chat, today we'll be working on more of high range stuff. So the general rule of thumb with high range stuff is that we're going to be trying to build more of your head voice area and learning how to be stable in that and the technique that you need for that as well. Okay, so I'm going to give you some quick notes for that right now.
Okay.
So generally, the rule of thumb for head voice is that you want to have that soft palate raise the whole time. That's what's going to help you get that higher range. Also, having that space in your mouth as well. Excuse my switch. That space that you want to create with the soft palate is through that yawny feeling. You're going to feel, and you might even, if you ever put a mirror in front of your face and yawn, you're going to see your uvula raising up, and that's your soft palate raising up, right? So generally what I like to practice to have that soft palate feel is, first of all, looking physically with a mirror. That helped me when I first started. Doing yawns. Like sighs. Exactly. You might yawn, and that means you're doing it correctly. Did you have something you want to say?
I feel like my soft palate raises if I sing regardless.
Good. Yeah, and it's just the soft palate raise is just it's sustaining that the whole time as well. Also with the head voice, it's also feeling and getting familiar with that resonance area. It might feel a little bit in the back at times, but we'll also work on building the heady mix, which was what Tara was kind of talking about with the yeah, like this, nice and stable, kind of yeah. We're gonna work on building that. Sounds like you got it though. Sounds like you're fine. Is it when it goes too high where you have trouble?
It's more like if I try like that's like with some power behind it, but if I go like that's what I
you want
mean.
like a stable falsetto. Okay.
Yeah.
Falsetto stabilize. Okay, so falsetto, with falsetto, it's a little bit different. You want that airiness, but it might get too shaky. So when I do falsetto, it's an odd mix of airiness, yet you still got that tone in it as well that we want to keep mixed together. So what I like to do when I'm doing falsetto is I like to it's almost a whisper but not too whispery. So what's a good falsetto song then that I like
The one
to
that I
use?
was like I picked two to work with, and I think like the one that I really want to work on that I have the most trouble with is that Billie Eilish one from Marty.
Okay, cool. Well, how about like when we get to the songs, I'll discuss more about it with you. But technique-wise, really quick, I would say not my sensation for stabilizing it would be generally, it's actually a lot of the breath support. It's a lot of the breath support. If you don't have that consistent air coming out, it's going to come out shaky. So we'll work on that a little bit more later. But for now, why don't we warm up our voices, okay?
Sure. Okay.
All right, so we're going to do this. Let me share my screen with you really quick so you can see. I did this with Mon last week, with Mr. Jacob's Vocal Academy. I would do my best to describe to you the sensations you should be feeling as well when we do this. So let's get started.
We are starting
Do you hear it?
with the hum.
It's a little quiet.
Look why I can't raise it. Is this good?
Oh wait, that's on my side though. There we go. Okay, I can hear it now.
Good? Okay. So before you get started, the hum is a nice warm-up that's going to generally help tickle your vocal cords correctly. Make sure that your posture is straight. I hope that you're standing.
I can be.
Yes. Let's stand, chat.
I don't normally stand when I sing, so this is okay.
Oh,
boy.
standing when you sing is also going to help you get that consistent air. Because if you're sitting when you're singing, if you're sitting when you're singing, it's going to be a little harder for the air support to come through. So let us stand. I will stand with you. Let me just bring my camera up so that my let's do this together. So make sure that when you breathe, have your hand on your bottom belly area and one hand on your hip as well. Okay? All right, so when we sing, I want you to take a nice deep breath, and you should feel your lower belly expanding. Why don't we do breathing exercises together first? Because we want to help you build that breath support stability.
Sure.
All right, so on a nice, good belly breath, I want you to do a tss, 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 tss for me. Now, when you do your tss, you're going to feel your belly kind of going in and out like a button. And I want you to do it in rhythm with me together, all right? So let's breathe. I'll give you a count of 4. All righty?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, breathe. Good. Now we're going to do it faster together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, breathe. Good. Now make sure that you're straight and your feet are shoulder width apart. And now we're going to do it, and we're going to do it faster this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, breathe. Good, good, good. Let out your air. Now we're going to hold it together, okay? You're going to hold it for, let's do 8 counts first, all right? Ready?
I'll do it.
1, 2, 3, breathe. Good, release the air. Let's hold it for 12 counts this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, breathe. Good, let it all out. That might have been a little bit harder, okay? Let's do a 12 count breath one more time. Get in a good breath. 1, 2, 3, breathe. Good, good, good. It should feel like your belly balloon should have went all deflated by that point. Does it feel okay? How are you feeling breath support wise?
I'm not noticing much movement on my stomach. When you say lower stomach, do you mean like where that little, like where the pooch is?
Yeah, where your belly button is. Where your belly button is.
I was like
yeah.
below the belly button, so maybe, maybe I was just in the wrong place.
Yeah. Good, good, good. Yeah, you should feel a nice little expansion. Sometimes, if you're more on the, it also depends on your anatomy. So if you're more on the skinnier side, your belly won't come out too much. But if you're more on our chubby friend side, you'll see a little more belly. But generally, the belly will come out at least a little bit when you breathe.
Yeah, I think I was holding the wrong spot.
Yeah. Okay, good. Let's do one more 12-second breath together. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, breathe. Good, and let out all your air. Nice.
Yeah, I was at the wrong spot. Okay, I got it.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you got it now. Now, when you get in that breath, Tara kind of talked about how your breath should feel. If you put one hand on your hip as well and one hand on your belly, you can feel it from the front, the side, and a little bit from the back, right? So when you breathe, it's kind of 180, but of course the majority of the expansion will be from the front belly, okay? Right. Now let's do the hymns with the hums with Jacob. All right.
We are starting with the hum.
I'll do them with you. It kind of feels like a marshmallow in your mouth. Good. Make sure you eat the marshmallow. Don't be afraid to go in your head voice. Make sure you're straight. Nice. Let's move to the next one.
Now, Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
What? Oh my god, people really do this.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
Nice and open.
Made me mash my
M&Ms.
Breathe.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
I'm gonna pause this for a second. So when we do, no, you're doing great. You're doing great, Manu. So when we do, Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. It's a lot of mouth opening. Okay, so when we do this, I want you to go nice and open. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Do you kind of hear how I'm opening my mouth wider on the vowels than I can? I want you to do that as well. So keep them nice and open.
Mommy.
Yeah. And it almost feels like I have the marshmallow in my mouth the whole time. When I say marshmallow, I'm like, it's like that, like that soft palate raise the whole time. Like I sound like Patrick. And what's closing isn't my jaw, but it's my lips. So it's like my lips are wrapping around my teeth. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
Mommy
Ma-
made
ma-
me
ma-
mash
ma-
my M&Ms.
Yeah. If you put, I want you to put your finger on your chin. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. The jaw should not go all the way closed. Okay, I want it to feel like Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. You should not feel too much finger movement.
Mash. How do you not close your
Mash.
jaw on an SH?
On mash, you can do it, but everything else that you like don't have to, don't do it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. 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 Oh, massage you.
You're good.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
If it's too high, feel free to drop out.
M&Ms. It's too high for chest voices all. Mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Oh God. Mommy
You're doing great. Don't worry.
M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my 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 M&Ms. Oh, it's so shaky. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're doing great.
M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my 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 M&Ms.
Nice. Don't worry about voice cracks or anything. This is like, since this is our first lesson together, this also helps me get an idea of what I can work on with you to help smooth things out, or exercises I can give you for you to work on your own time to help you smooth things out as well. So yeah. You're doing great though. I love your tone. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Good. Let's keep going.
Mom.
Mom. Okay. So when he does, wait, let me hear the tune actually.
Mom.
Okay, so it's just do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So this exercise, this is one that you could do on your own. This can help you build your mixed voice so that you can get through your passaggio, like in the Mommy Made Me Mash My M&Ms without cracking. All right. So this is gonna be a mixed voice technique where it's more on the sobby side. Okay. So I want you to go. When you say mom, I want you to pretend you're sobbing, like you're trying to tell a sob story, and go, Mom. Can you say mom? Mom. Exactly. Mom. Exactly. Yeah, and Mom. Don't be afraid to make the face too, because making the face will help you keep that voice. Yeah. And so during this vocal warm-up, I want you to pretend you're crying and go, Mom. Can you try that for me, please? Mom. Good. Now I want you. I know it feels silly. You're gonna feel ridiculous and silly, but this ridiculousness and silliness will help you. Now, I want you to open wider. Open your jaw. Ow. On the mums. Mom. If you see my chibi model, you're going to notice how big and open my mouth is opening when I do it. You got to open up wide as well, okay? Especially when you're going higher, when it's going to go like around. It's going to be more. And you have to open even wider when you get in the higher places, all right?
Oh, God, that's
Yeah,
hard.
no. Oh, you got out of the sobby. You had to go,
Oh.
Mama. Yeah, so you did it. You did it. You did it. Did you hear that? Oh my God, I got so excited. You did it correctly just now because you're more in that sobby area. Sorry, chat. I'm going to get really excited when my students do things correctly.
But that's not belting?
It's not. It's your mixed area. It's still chesty mixy area, but it's what's going to help you get even higher. Because listen, when you start transitioning higher, you're going to get more in your heady mix. Mom, this is still my mix, but more heady mix. When I do that, Mom. Yeah, Mom. It's not belting. It's my mix voice. Yeah, it sounds like I'm belting, right? But it's more of my mix. So this sobby area, it's not. You're not gonna get in one day. But the more you practice and feel the sensations, it's gonna help you find and mix your voice correctly. So you're gonna notice that in the lower mums, it's gonna feel a little more chesty. But you're gonna have to start. It's gonna slowly help you build that smoothing out that passaggio, and when you get into the higher mums, you're gonna feel like a little bit more heady. Yeah, there's still that chesty sensation in that mix as well. All right, so we'll do this might be a little hard to comprehend right now until you get that feeling yourself. So let's do it. Cry.
So weird.
I know. Open wide. More sobby. Breathe. Open wider. Pause. You're getting there. You're pulling your chest up a bit, I noticed. So the mom. Don't be afraid to go in your heady area. That just now the mom, that was actually a little more in my head. So when you feel like you need a flip, go ahead and flip. But still keep that sobby area.
Hold on, can I practice?
Yeah.
I don't know how to flip. Like that?
Can you go where? Yeah, we're gonna go higher into the where. Let's go. Ma. Yeah, that. I want you to be more in that. Mom. My voice is cracking, by the way, but that's okay. Your voice should crack too. Mom. Yeah, I want you to be more in that in your heady area. Could you try? Let's do it slowly. Okay. Mom. Yeah, that's sobby area. Yeah, it's a little more solidified in that sobby area. All right, nice. Let's keep going. Sobbier. More sobby. Nice.
Now,
There's gonna be times where you're scared during your flip, right? During like the mom. I noticed you get a little bit scared when you're about to flip more into your head.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I don't know how to
So
flip
what the
that
trick?
quickly.
You just gotta punch through it. The trick is punching through it. So it's almost like give yourself permission to get louder in your higher notes, okay? So you're gonna go like around. Your crack was like around mom. Could you go mom? Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah. So on the mom instead of softer, I want you to go mom, and then go wider mom. Put a little more chest into it.
Mom.
Yeah, see, you can do it. You're completely fine. So it's just about...
So, wait, I'm just a little confused because you're saying now to go wider and more belty with it, but before it was you wanted me to go with flipping the voice into something
Yeah,
softer.
so
I'm kind of confused which would be better.
So the reason when I want you to go a little more punchier is because it's gonna help you learn to... how do I explain this? When you go higher and you're giving yourself to permission to be a little bit louder, that's what's gonna help you build the base of that seamless transition. Yeah. So when you get higher, though, you will feel like you're flipping with the same amount of volume, though, and that's why I want you to keep that consistent dynamic when you're flipping up. Is why we're trying to build that. So it's more of like the keeping that consistent dynamic so it sounds seamless. It won't feel the way it sounds, though, if that makes sense. So when I go mom, 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 the mom, mom, that's a little more my head area, but it still kept that consistent dynamic. So that's what I'm trying to build for you. Keep that consistent dynamic, even though your placement's going to feel a little bit more different because the mixed quality is going to have a little more head voice than the chest voice. As a theoretical way I could explain it. Don't worry, you're not going to get this all in one day, and you might need some time to let this information just sit with you. But I will try to do my best, especially like application wise, because in vocal exercises it's a little bit trickier because it's trying to smooth out the kinks in your actual range. But when we're applying this in a song, I will try to give you exercises that will help you hit those actual notes that you want to actually hit. Yeah. Okay. Also, maybe this mixed voice exercise isn't for you. There's other mixed voice exercises that I could show you. But for now, let's just focus on one exercise at a time because we don't want to do too much. Yeah, so let's go to the next exercise he says to do.
arpeggio.
Stream my voice.
Oh boy.
Okay, so this is a lip
Worst.
trill.
Okay.
This is a lip trill. Now, do you know how to do lip trills? Mm-hmm. Good. Cool. If you have trouble keeping the consistent higher notes, you just need to pump out more air.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Good breath. Good.
Oh wait, no, there's my lips. Hold on, shit.
You're doing
My
great.
lips are too dry.
Nice. Now, did you know that the lip trill exercise will actually help you with your mixed voice as well? And that's because when you're doing your lip trills, you are literally transitioning between your chest to head range while you're doing the lip trills, right? But since it's not completely verbalized because you're doing the lip trills, it's not going to sound like it. But the point of this exercise is to help you remember the sensation of going from your chest to your head voice, a solid head voice, like seamlessly without cracking, because you don't have a voice crack when you're doing this, right? So remember these sensations you're feeling while you're doing the lip trills as well. A chest versus a head one is going to feel different. But when you verbalize it, yeah, it's going to feel a little bit different. But yeah, so I'm also gonna introduce you to some lip trill exercises where maybe we'll do this again next time we see each other. But I want you to go ah, and let it on the ah end, or we'll do exercise like that another time. But for now, we're gonna keep going. We're just building things up slowly.
Arpeggio on Goog.
And a gook. Okay, this is another good mixed voice transition thing. Yeah, on a gook, it's gonna be a little monkey. Gook. Can you go gook?
Gook.
Yeah, a little dopey. Like you're talking like this. Like Patrick. This is Patrick. From SpongeBob.
This is Patrick.
Yeah, exactly. You should be feeling your soft palate raised because you have that consistent yawny sensation and through the dopiness, and you're gonna go gook 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 gook. Now when you go higher, gook gook. It's gonna be like a weird Mickey almost when you get higher. Yeah, but just keep that dopey quality. So let's do it. Nice and dopey. Oh, oh. Nice and dopey. Go 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 go. 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 Dopier. Go 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 go. Go 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 go. Good. Nice and dopey. Go 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 go. Go 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 go. 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 Nice, nice,
Now,
nice, nice.
sliding R sound.
Ooh. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna be working on transitioning without the passaggio. Okay, so for this one, you need to keep it nice and forward, so almost in the nasally area, especially when you're getting higher, like around. Make sure that sensation. Well, I'll describe the sensation for you. It's okay if you don't get it right away. It almost feels like it's in my nosy area. It might be different for you because everyone's anatomy is different. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, don't be afraid to go into your head voice. I don't want you to bring your chest voice up for this one. When it starts feeling like you're getting to your head voice area, don't be afraid to flip into your head area more. It almost feels like it's traveling from my mouth to the back of my nose to my forehead. That's how it feels like for me.
It feels like for me, Oz feel like at the joint of my jaw and my neck.
Yeah, I could feel like that for you too. Now, when you do this, make sure your mouth is nice, wide, and open. Yeah, keep it nice and open. Yeah. Oh, make sure you breathe. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Slidey. It's okay. Nice and open. Good. Nice. Okay, now we shall move on from vocal exercises to your songs you'd like to work on. All right, so could you please pull that out for me? I'm gonna use the restroom really quick because I've been hydrating this whole stream.
Yeah,
So I'll be right back.
Hi, chat. Hello. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't hear what the notes were. I'm sorry. That's probably really bitchy, my bad. But hi, everybody. How's everyone doing today? What's today? Tuesday? I don't fucking know. Oh, shit. Happy Wednesday! Hey! Happy Wednesday. Let's go. Thank you. I look like I'm looking down on you all because I am. I'm gonna be singing some Billie Eilish for you, and then a Vocaloid song that I used to sing a lot when I was like a kid. So yeah. Damn, I gotta pee too though. Don't tell Sensei I'm drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. Don't tell her that I'm drinking Diet Dr. Pepper, please. I don't have any water. Sip. I ain't snitching on shit. You guys maybe. Welcome back.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay.
Fast as hell.
Sorry. My restroom's right next to me. Okay, what song did you want to work on first? The Billie Eilish one?
Yeah, well, okay, so you asked for two. One that I was comfy with and one I wanted to work on with. The one that I'm more comfy with is Hello, How Are You? The Billie Eilish one is one that I'm less comfy with because it's like much higher and more continuously in the falsetto range.
Gotcha. Okay. Could you send me the instrumental karaoke track that you want to use for this?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down for this bit.
Why would you snitch on yourself like that? What happened?
Oh, that I was uncomfortable standing.
Oh.
Right, chat?
I might need to record from this here on point so that just in case Twitch mutes the VOD, I want to make sure everything gets captured.
Oh, that's fair. That is so fair. I'll try to use an instrumental for the one song, or for the Billie Eilish one. I'll try to use one that's like a fan made.
Okay.
Okay, and then.
Alright, hello, how are you? Ooh, the thumbnail's so cute. Okay, so since I want to hear how you do the rhythms as well, so I'm going to be asking you to play the track out loud from your end. You can mute my stream.
Should I screen share it, or?
If it'll still have some latency with it, that's the problem. So if you have like a phone you could play the music out loud with and sing to,
Oh, yeah, sure.
that works for me, yeah. Let me just get this here.
Which one am I going with right now?
Let's do the one that you're comfortable with first.
Okay.
Hello, how are you? Okay.
It's gonna take a minute to pull up because the only phone that I have that isn't compatible with VGen or the VTuber thingy is really slow and old.
Okay, no worries. Take your time. I'll be muting this from my end so I could just hear from your end. I know it's a little scuff, but I want to make sure you're rhythmically correct as well. So.
All good. All right, this one's also a good bit louder, so hopefully this will work. Okay. Let me know if you can hear this. Okay, I turned off my suppression.
Gotcha.
How are you? 誰もいないやれ一人 Morning 朝が来たよ土砂降りの朝が Tick tock 私のネジを誰か巻いて Look at this part. りたっけな How are you 羨ましいなみんなに愛されて Sleeping バカなこと言ってないって支度をしなくちゃ Crying 涙の跡を隠すためもう口癖になったまいか昨日の言葉がふっと頭をよぎるも君には全然 Should I do the whole song? Sorry, okay. Okay. それは私だって自分に期待などしてないけれどあれは一体どういうつもりですか喉も止まって出かかった言葉口をついて出たのは嘘こぼして今日も私は貴重な言葉を浪費して生きてゆくなぜ隠してしまうのですか笑われるのが怖いのですか誰にも会いたくないのですかそれ本当ですか曖昧というなよだらだ息もできないことしか苦しいの少し声だけできたくな I haven't heard this song in 10 years
You're doing great.
一向に進めない失託な途中朦朧としたためで思う理由をつけて休んでしまうかないやいや分かってますってなんとなく言ってみただけだよ
You're doing great.
だろうと幸せだろうと平等に残酷に朝日を昇る生きてくだけで精一杯の私にこれ以上何を望むというのなぜ気にしてしまうのですか本当は愛されたいのですかその手を離したのは誰ですか気がついてますか人生にタイムカードが終わりの時間はいつなんだろう私が生きた分の頃は誰があるんですかOh, high notes. Thank you ありがとうって言いたいの Thank you ありがとうって言いたいよ Thank you 一度だけでもいいから心の底から泣きしながらありがとうって言いたいのなぜ隠してしまうのですか本当は来てほしいのですか絶対に笑ったりしないから話してみませんか口を開かなければわからない思ってるだけはではなんて面倒くさいってものでしょう人間というのはHello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? あなたに Hello, how are you?
Nice. Oh, this song is so good on your voice. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. Okay. Honestly, your pronunciation for Japanese is so good, and it sounds really, really good. I like the style of vowel pronunciation you go with when you sing in Japanese. It's really nice.
You.
Yeah. I would say that the only thing that like you had trouble with in the song was when it went the high notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
When was that? Like around here, like the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Those la 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 las.
The la 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 las. General rule of thumb for those, just keep your mouth nice and open. How big is your mouth open when you're doing that part?
Like
all the way open? Are you gaping wide?
No, it's like the size of the first knuckle on my thumb. It's literally an inch.
Try to open wider, and let's try that section again. Can you tell me the timestamp for it, by the way? I don't know where it is.
Sure. That's a fantastic question, actually. Okay, so it's at like 34 seconds.
34? Okay, why don't we start at 30 seconds then?
Okay.
Tell me what, say ready, set, go, and then I'll play from my side too so I can see where you are.
Oh yeah. Oh, I should probably mute yours so I don't hear.
Don't worry, I muted already.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Open wide.
I swear that's as wide as it can go, bitch.
Nice!
Or
No.
not, bitch. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
you did it. No, but the wide. So because you opened wider, it was a lot more projected, and it sounded a lot more audible as well. So that small little tweak to what you did before, it makes the biggest difference. So yeah, so things like that will really change the game for singing things like this. How can I say? So in the higher parts, do you want to go for a gentle feeling for this?
Yeah, because it's like a pretty gentle song about like being depressed and stuck in the
Gotcha.
house. And,
So my mouth's still really open wide, even though I let out a little more air. Yeah, but the mouth is still open wide. Or whatever, however the tune goes. Yeah. Keep it nice and wide. Think of it like this. The sadder a song, the more open your mouth will be because it's the more you're crying as you're singing, right? So keep it nice and wide, like you're crying with the song. So yeah, that's like the only adjustment I would say for this whole song. Everything else sounded really, really good.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the next song.
Alright.
'Cause that's the song. Yeah. Honestly, you didn't. There was like literally nothing else to fix. Like you sang this fantastically.
Oh, thank you. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
That's fair.
Unless is there any section that you wanted to work on in this?
No, honestly, my biggest problem with that song was fucking the lyrics because I haven't heard it in years.
Yeah, just you did like if I have nothing to correct you on, that means that you did great. So yeah, so you're doing fantastic, Mario. Have confidence.
I have no confidence. I'm confident that I'm unconfident.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is the Billie Eilish song, right? Could you sing this through for me once? Because I'm not familiar with this song. Hi, Sierra, how are you?
Fair warning, I don't know, like, I don't even think that I know the whole song. I just
That's
kind
okay.
of know the melody of, like, the first little bit of it.
Okay, that's okay. We could just
If there's,
sing up
like,
to that
lyrics on
much.
string that I don't know. Sorry. All
No,
right.
you're good. All right, let's do this. Tell me when to press play.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, I was like, where's the fucking music? Okay, good. I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal, look so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. What was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might. That's kind of all I got.
Okay, cool. Sounds really good. It sounds really good. There are some parts that we could smooth out, but it's like honestly, we don't need to tweak too much for this. It sounds really, really good.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, so there's just some vowels I want to adjust, especially because like in the verses, it does like the sudden pop into the high note.
Mm.
Could you sing the first verse for me? Can you give me a timestamp? I was like, right, like
First verse, so like right at the very beginning.
yeah, it's like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it starts at 5 seconds. There's like a little bit of an intro on the piano.
Okay. All right.
Hold on, I'm gonna Let's do 10 seconds.
10 seconds? Okay.
Yeah.
10 seconds is here. All right, tell me when to press play.
1 second. I'm sorry. 1 second. I'll be right
All
back.
good? I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now. Let me listen to the Billy's version as well, just in case, so I can get familiar with this chat. Let's go. What was I made for? What was I made for?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're
My
good.
dog. Had to do a dog thing.
Dog.
All right, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, actually, wait, before starting, sorry.
Oh.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, question.
I was singing it like with my mouth wide as possible because that's what you said the last song.
Yeah.
However, it sounds weird to me. It sounds so like musical theater when I feel like it should sound a little more naturally like sad, because you don't want to admit this stuff. This is like really like, this feels like it should be said honestly under your breath. So like, am I singing?
It's
Is that
so
okay?
the purpose of the wideness, it sounded okay. The purpose of the wideness is to help you put your mouth in a position that'll help the notes come out properly. Because the more closed your mouth, the less your soft palate probably won't be lifted. Things like that. This exaggeration, to get that dynamic you want, it's going to be more of just singing intentionally quieter.
Okay, so
And a little
keep going
more
with the
airier.
exaggeration then.
So I like that quality I just had, the highest to float. My mouth's still really big.
Yeah.
I used to float, but like it's just me adding more air into that quality. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna break this down first at a time, so I could give you more tips because I forget how the sound goes already.
Oh, that's fair. That's completely fair.
All right.
10 seconds starting. 3, 2, 1. Hi. Sorry. Just kidding. I used to float. Now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now. What was I made for? What was I made for? Taking a drive.
Pause.
Yeah.
All right, let's work on taken. So, taken. So,
taken.
yeah, there you go. You got it. So, taking a drive. So, when you flip into that head voice, there's this thing that my vocal teacher would tell me is preparing your mouth ahead of time for the note you're going to hit. So, taken. For me, it's just having my mouth open. But make sure that you have a good amount of air coming out. With higher notes, you kind of want to have a little more air pumping out. So, taking a drive. Make sure you have the vocal breath support that you need. Yeah. So let's try from taking a drive again.
Okay.
So maybe like 34 seconds. Is that a good
34? Okay. Sure.
Okay. You can start whenever.
Okay. That's what was I made for?
Oh wait, that's
Okay.
actually
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just keep going with it. Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Look so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. No air support there. What was I made for?
Okay. Nice. Okay, we're gonna pause there. So from taking a drive, I want you to do, instead of I noticed you do like a little glottal on I. So taking a drive. Oh wait, how the fuck go? Can you sing the taking a drive part?
Taking a drive. Like
I wasn't ideal. Is that how it goes?
yeah.
Okay, I want you to go more of a high. I wasn't ideal. I think you should go into H-I.
Going
Yeah,
on
so
the H sound.
taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Now The only time I want you to open your mouth wide is when it goes into the high notes. Now we're gonna adjust the jaw movement now. All right.
Okay.
So it's a little more whispery. A lot of these kind of soft songs, we want to swell. I think swelling brings a dynamic of interest into the singing. So you're gonna go start soft, soft, and then crescendo to taking a drive. I wasn't ideal, and then get softer at the end of the phrase. So soft to loud to soft. It'll bring an element of more interest as well. You don't have to get super loud. It's just a little bit more of a dynamic into it. Yeah, let's start from taking a drive. Yeah.
All right. So like 37.
Yeah.
All right. Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Look so alive.
Okay, good.
is hard.
That first line that we adjusted, so nice. When you breathe into the I wasn't ideal instead of going glottal, I think that adds a little more into the sorrow.
Okay.
So the next part for so, you're good. The so part, the vowel is a O. So we're gonna do a fa vowel, like a fake O. So I like to call it fake O. It's almost a ah. So look so. It's like I'm opening my mouth as wide as a ah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Just open your mouth wider. It's more of your lips making the shape than your jaw closing.
Okay.
Yeah, so jaw open. Look so alive. Turns out I'm not real. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it from taking a drive.
Hoi. Taking a drive. I wasn't ideal. Look so alive. Turns out I'm not real. Just something you paid for. What was I made for?
Nice.
going?
Good. Pause, we're gonna pause there. So already, I just want you to, we're just gonna pause because I want to let you know that like the progress and stuff. So good. Because you open your mouth a little bit more on the so, you hit that a lot more easier than you did before. Let's do something with just something you paid for. You wanted to sound a little less musical theater, right?
Yeah, well, it sounded musical theater. I felt like when I was doing the wide mouth singing the first take that I did. Yeah.
Yeah. If we wanted to sound a little less musical theater, I think it's just like it's the way you say the vowels. It doesn't have to be straight vowels. Like for example, for this, like instead of going like just something you paid for, you could do like little scoops. Just something you paid for. Doing little scoops like paid for. Things like that.
Okay.
Well, you've already been doing things like that, but at 4, I want us to do something at the end of the phrase. Something you paid for. I want you to whisper a little more air into the ends of the phrases. It'll sound a little more sorrowful that way.
Okay.
So let's start from taking a drive again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let me back.
Thanks, Carney.
Sure. Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Look so alive. Turns out I'm not real. Just something you paid for. I feel like I'm really pitchy right now. What was I made for?
Yeah. But so you got a little pitchy at the paid, but once you hit that 4 quieter, it gave a more of like a sadder feel though, and that was a lot. Like what you did or before was attractive, but it was a little more attractive with adding that whisper quality at the end. It feels tender.
It's yeah. Singing like this is like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm making it. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, you're gonna keep talking. I want to listen.
Okay. So I feel like that's how I normally sing, but that tightness that I feel on those like really soft notes, and how do I explain this, dude? Okay, hold on. Something you paid for. I'm like dead out of breath.
Mm-hmm.
Right, just the just something you paid for some reason like puts me so out of breath that I end up cutting the note off so early, and like my voice sounds, it feels really tight, and
Yeah.
it sounds really good, but it feels really tight. So if that's okay, then maybe I'm just like
No,
know.
I don't think that's okay. So, are you sitting? I want you to stand right now and try that again.
okay. You went piss, okay? Look, I'm sorry.
I was like, it must be her posture. Is she sitting? She's sitting. No, you're good. Maybe let's try taking a drive while standing. All right, I got you there. Stand up right now.
Let me fast forward through the song a bit. Hold on. Okay. Okay, well, I sit when I sing anyways, though, so I know it's not right, but it's most natural. Okay. I should probably also tell you that I haven't been drinking water.
Okay, drink some water right now.
I am. I'm out of water. Hold on a second. Can we do the BRB screen? Because I also have to be...
No, you're good. You're good. I'll just talk to chat while you're going to use the restroom.
Entertain chat. I'll be right back into it. I have a lot to do. I'm sorry.
You're okay. I caught her, chat. I caught her in 4K. That was really funny. She caught an 8K. That is actually hilarious. Because she sounded fine. So typically, like, she sounded fine when she was singing, chat. The reason she felt that tension is probably has to do with her breast support. And if you don't have good breast support, why do you not have good breast support? Are you sitting straight? Are you standing? Like, even if you're singing while sitting, if you have enough breast support and if you're sitting up straight and letting the air come through, there shouldn't be tension, hypothetically, which is how I was like, maybe she's not standing up. And that's how I figured. So let's see how she feels after she stands up and tries to sing this. She has to build better singing habits, and that's where she'll feel less tension. The sitting and the water, yes. That was really funny. Oh my god, my chat. I hope you've been learning a lot through the stream so far. It's like Areia knows things about singing or something. Oh yeah, it's like I sing or something. It's crazy. And also, you're gonna notice if you look in studios, in recording studios, are the singers ever sitting? No, unless they're playing an instrument. If they're playing a guitar and stuff, maybe they're sitting down and playing guitar. But typically, they're standing, and that's for a reason. Yeah. Oh, is she back? Or is that her chair just getting caught? That was really funny. Oh, yeah. Let me listen to the original to see what she wanted to capture. Okay, I hope it doesn't mute this part of my stream. Such a pretty song. Gorgeous voice. Well, she does that too. She does the whisper thing. What I was made for. She does the whisper thing. Welcome back.
Hi, I'm back. Thank you.
Hi.
Sorry. I immediately sat down in my chair and yelled at myself.
Stand up right now.
Okay, I know I have a lot of bad habits. I prefer to work through them than or around them.
Uh-oh. I think that's something we're gonna be changing. It's okay. That's what I'm here for, to tell you the things you're doing wrong. Alright, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, one moment for me. I'm trying to scroll to the right section. There we go. Alright. Okay, that's good.
Alright.
Taking a drive, I was wasn't ideal. Looks so alive. Turns out I'm not real. Just something you paid for. What was I made for?
Hey, cool. Pause. Did you breathe in between feel and just?
Probably not.
Okay, make sure
'cause
you.
I like
That's
holding out my
also
notes as long
okay.
as possible.
Don't be afraid to take quick breaths. So like the look so alive. Turns out I'm not real. Just something you paid for. Don't be afraid to get that quick breath, and that'll help you sustain that phrase.
Okay,
So let's try that again from taking a drive.
sure.
You start whenever.
Wait. Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Looks so alive. Turns out I'm not real. Just something you paid for.
There you go.
What was I made for?
There you go. Okay, good. You got through that phrase a lot better.
Yeah.
It was just breathing stuff. Girl, you got it. It's just learning the correct places to breathe in.
Mm-hmm.
You did get a little pitchy at that last word. What was I made for? Make sure that
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah, just make sure you're keeping that place where you hit the initial pitch in that same spot, and keep that air consistent, and you should hit the right pitch. But let's keep going. After what was I made for?
Okay, I'm just gonna let it play through for a second here. What was I made for? Entertainment.
Mhm.
'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try.
Okay, pause. Okay, let's start from the cause I want you to open your mouth a little bit wider, and the cause my mouth's still open in that whispery, but just it'll help you hit the pitch better and stuff. I already explained this to you. Just open a little bit wider on eyes. You hit the how to feel just fine. That was good. So let's just start from the cause I.
Okay. 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try.
Okay.
I had to do
Hey.
this shit to suit me.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're doing good. You're doing so good, Maru. Have confidence. Because what I want to change a little bit is that I noticed that you go, cause I, like, kind of go into the E in the I. Let's stay a little bit more on the ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's because all we sing is Japanese, you right?
Yeah. Ye. And end it off with the E at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to see how that sounds.
480. 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try.
Good. It sounds better that way when you stick to we want to fix the diphthongs. We don't like diphthongs. Yeah.
What now?
Diphthongs are like. Do you know what a
I'm
diphthong
kidding,
is?
sorry. No, I said, how you know what I got on?
Oh. Please, chat. If you don't know what a diphthong is, it's like there's like vowels with like multiple. There's words with like multiple like vowels. Like for example, I has a I, and so we want to stick to the ah part of the I. Yeah, diphthongs. Yes, chat, diphthongs. I don't know how to feel. How open wide on how, because that's a ah.
The way that I've been doing that one is I don't. Okay, sorry. It's hard to keep headphones on and sing.
You're good.
I don't know how to feel. I feel like I'm really restricting to make it more whispery, but that's like the only way that I can hit that note. If I go like, that sounds so bad if I try to actually put more sound into it.
Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, let me think of how I can help you with that. I don't know how to feel. So why don't you try just use a little more air on the how. Let's see. Yeah.
It sounds screechy.
It'll be fine. Just use more air. And open your mouth wide. And let's just see how it goes. And then I'll adjust it accordingly.
Okay.
I'll tell you what to do. All right.
Okay. All right. I'm going back to cause I don't know how to feel.
It actually sounds better that way. It sounds better that way.
I feel like I accidentally did the same thing though. Are you sure?
No, it
Okay.
sounded better. But let's try again. Let's see if there's any difference. Just use more air.
Okay. Oh. I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It's not like screechy or
No,
anything.
no.
Because it sounds screechy to me.
It doesn't sound screechy to me. It sounds completely fine.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Make sure to whisper more when you get to something you paid for. Whisper into the 4 more. Be softer in that. So why don't we start the song from the beginning then?
Okay.
Uh.
All right. Starting at 0.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Whole 5 seconds of intro silence. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna burp. I swear to God.
That is okay.
Oh, there it goes. I used to float. Now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? It's hard with the headphones on. Taking a drive. I wasn't ideal. Look so alive. Turns out I'm not real. Just something you paid for. What was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might.
There you go.
Sorry, I know I sound really pitchy right now, but it's because I have noise canceling headphones on only like one ear to hear you, and then I'm listening to the music through my phone. That's kind of far away, so like I know I'm really pitchy right now.
Oh, well, I think you don't sound pitchy.
What the fuck?
You sound fine. You sound fine.
Okay.
You sound
Thank you.
fantastic, even, Radu. You're doing great. Those little adjustments that we made, like, changed everything, I think. Like, it's just like the smallest, subtlest things that will make the song sound so much more alive. I think we still need to work on the just something you paid for. Instead of whispering into it, why don't you just get quieter? Let's try that.
Oh, okay.
Let's start from taking a drive again. Sorry, I'm gonna keep taking you there.
Not that much. Oh god.
Right, you thought? It does. Even chat says it sounds different.
Is it okay if I take off the headphones until I just finish this little, like, these 4 lines and then put them back on?
Yes.
Okay. Wait until I put them back on so that I can actually hear my voice, please. Thank you.
Yeah, just let me
If
know.
you're saying anything right now, I'm so sorry, but I cannot hear you. All right, I'm gonna start at 36. Okay,
36.
3, 2, 1, go. Don't laugh at me. I can't hear. Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Look so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. I forgot to breathe again. What was I made for? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
The irony was that you were more pitchy with your headphones off.
Yeah, I know. I heard it too. It was so fucking pitchy. I don't know, man.
Why don't we try it again? I think what happened. No, you're doing fine. I think what happened was that were you opening your mouth wide in the higher notes?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Remember.
Okay, let's try it again. Open your mouth wider on the taking a drive. Wait. An idea looks so on so you need to open wider. Looks so alive. Turns out I'm not real. Turn. Even turn I'm kind of open wide.
Turn.
Yeah. All right, let's try it again.
Right,
Open wide on the parts that are higher.
Hi. Okay. I'm so burpy. I'm sorry.
You're doing great.
Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Look so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. What was I made for? Okay. I really just like my voice right now.
You're doing great. I don't. You're doing great, Maru. Have confidence. Okay. This isn't gonna be something that happens instantly either. It takes time to apply everything that we've learned. So you're doing, for the amount of time that you've been in lesson with me, you're doing fantastic. Okay. I'm not lying. I am not liar. I am not.
I'm just shitty.
No.
Well, okay, not shitty. Sorry. I'm just. This is my first lesson. This is the first time I've sung in front of just like a single other person. So like, yeah.
And you're doing great. Okay, so just the only adjustment I would make to take in, I noticed that you kind of have a hard time hitting the in and take in. So what we'll do is, take in, what I actually have my mouth open wide in the in as well. Take in a drive. I want you to keep it open. Just sing that line for me. Taking a drive. Yeah, keep it open, but let's dynamically softer. Just keep your mouth wide and use a little more air. Open. I know. Keep your soft palate up. So have that yawny feeling. Can you yawn for me? Yeah, keep that yawniness and go Yeah, you hit it better though with the yawny quality. So just keep that marshmallow in your mouth when you're singing.
Okay.
All right, let's start from taking a drive.
Okay. Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Look so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. What was I made for?
There you go.
I'm kidding.
You did it. You did it. Good job, Malu. You literally only made like one mistake. And that you just want a little pitchy and then something you paid for, just the you part. But everything else was chef's kiss. Honestly, It sounds so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing great, Manu. Hi, Lucian. Hi, Xinguo. Yes.
Hello.
Chat. Give them cheers. Big cheers. Okay. Maru, do you want to try singing through the whole song one more time and then we'll end the lesson?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Make sure you're okay, but before you start, number one, are you standing straight?
I'm standing.
Okay, breathe. Posture straight. Good. Have good breath support. Good. And open wide. All right, let's do this. Let me know when to press play.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Headphones are off, by the way. Sorry. I used to flow. Okay, sorry. One more second. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna hit restart real quick. If that's okay with you. One moment for me. Hi. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, pause. Sorry.
You're doing great.
Hi. Okay.
Can she hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah. Okay.
Make sure you have that marshmallow in your mouth. Make sure you have the yawny breath, okay? Hi. Make sure you have the yawny. Oh, can you go for me really quick? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got this. Just have that. Yes, the yawn.
All right. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Hi. Okay, so I know I can hit this. I don't know why I'm fucking so stressed out about it. I'm fine. I got this shit. Whatever. I used to float. Now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. Stop it. What was I made for? Taking a try. Oh, it's so pitchy. I'm sorry. An ideal looks so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. What was I made for? I swear I'm opening my mouth. Don't tell me.
I think.
I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might. I'm getting even pitchier as we go. I'm sorry, my throat is
No,
getting
you're doing
sore.
okay. Okay, I think what was happening was that because I said, my bad, I said this is the last time, and then I think you got really conscious, and then, but
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's
Maru,
okay.
you did great. I'm telling you the truth. You did great. Before you got really self-conscious at the end, you were doing fantastic, and you were singing the line so silky smooth, and it was great. Have confidence. You can do it. It's just all about practice in the end. After all this,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I avoid songs like this. Like
That's
fucking
okay.
play. So.
When you listen to this part of the VOD later to see how you did, I want you to listen to parts that like you did really well and see how you can apply it to your singing now, because you really can do these songs really well. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
I would say that a lot of the times when you're practicing vocal technique, in the end, it becomes like half of it is like conscious effort, but the other half is like just let your voice go and let it be after you practiced it multiple times. This is the first time we practiced this song together. So after you practice it more,
This is also
maybe
the first time I practiced this song.
okay, yeah, exactly. It's the first time you practice a song. So the more you practice the song, maybe bring the song the next time we have a lesson again together. I want you to sing this again for me after you practice a couple more times. And then let's see how it turns out later. But for your first time, this was really good, Maru.
Thank you.
Yeah, like those little, like even chat was saying, those little adjustments we made the phrases sound so different and awesome. So yeah, good freaking work today. Okay, I would say yeah, you're welcome. I would say some vocal tips to leave you off of that you can work on your own. It's just, so one is opening your mouth. Open your mouth on vowels that should have open mouthiness. I'm writing those here as well.
So like Oz and
Oz, O's, even E's. Like E's, if E's are hard to keep stable, you bring the E's more in your nose. But we could cover that in like another song another time. But just open your mouth. Standing. While singing. Good singing posture is so important.
Oh wait, you have control over my model. Shit. I was like, you can't see it, but I was pulling myself down under the screen when you said to sit or to stand. Let me just hide real quick.
Chat was like, damn, that was self-read. Yeah, she sounded great, right, Chat? For her first time practicing the song, she did amazing. It was basically sight read, Chat. Awesome. Let's see, what else is there? Don't be afraid to play with dynamics. It's okay to be loud. It's okay to be soft. Don't be afraid to play with variety. Sorry, play with variety in dynamics. The more variety there is, the more hooked you'll have your listeners. And that's pretty much it, honestly. Everything else sounded great.
Thank you.
Oh wait, breast support. Wait,
breasts. They work well. Thank you for asking.
Not your breasts. Not your boobies. Not your boobies. I'm sure your boobies work functionally correctly.
I hope so.
No, I'm sure they're fine. Okay, breast support. Two breast supports. It's crazy. You only have one.
Support your boobies.
Okay, this is it, okay? Alrighty. Good work today, Maru.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm sorry,
Yeah. I'll be posting the spot on my YouTube. But you did great. Honestly, you have such a beautiful voice. Before the things you need to work on, let me tell you the things that you did great, okay? You have a really, not just like the good tone, but you know how to use your voice in a way that like really captures the listeners. And that's not something that everyone has, okay? So very, very good. The way you story tell while you're singing as well is really, really nice. Of course, like we can always work on more stuff and like the things I told you earlier, but the way you are right now, like it's like if I was gonna put you on a chart, like you're already like at the top, okay? We're just trying to make you break out of the chart to make you even like.
I gotta go back to basics because I never did this before. And I pretty much I taught myself to sing, so
I so get that.
Not my forte.
So get that, and the basics will be built by just practicing some vocal exercises every day, like what we did today. Work on that sobbing stuff that we did, but like still, like the quality and the emotional quality in your singing is so beautiful. So keep it up. It's great. Not everyone can do that. Yeah. Okay. And that's pretty much it for the lesson today. Do you have any questions before we go?
No, thank you for having me on. It was a lot of fun and I appreciate it.
Thank you for being a great student.
Thank you. Thank you, chat, for showing up and cheering me on. I'm really sorry for your ears at that one point, by the way.
No, even in your mistakes, you still sounded great. Like
no, I meant the screaming.
Oh, the screaming. Scream sounded great too, Maru.
Oh, thanks.
Taskar woo.
Maybe we'll do a screamo section next lesson. I'm very interested in learning how to do that, actually.
I wish I knew how to screamo. That's one thing that I need to be taught.
If you figure it out, teach me, please.
Yeah. I'll let you know. All right, I'm gonna hang up on the call now. Have a good night. Bye. Alright, chat, let me end the VNet room. Ah, he's so cute. Oh, I got put in the sky. So cute, chat. I'm so glad we have Maruan as a student. It's a Screamo pledge. I took a Screamo class once for voice acting, but like I learned like the bare basics of not to hurt myself while growling and stuff. Maybe I could teach her that next time. But chat, thanks for sticking around. I hope this was informational to everyone here. I am going to raid someone now. How do I sign up for the next singing lesson? Go, if you want to sign up and you're interested in singing or voice acting lessons, go into my server at the announcements, one of the more recent announcements. There should be a Google Doc form that you can sign up for lessons with me on. And then I will look through my roster before the next lesson and reach out to the people that I picked to be on it. Yeah, it is raid time. Chat, this is your raid message. Please copy and paste your messages for the the raid, not the lesson. Let's find someone to raid. Who is on the freaking line now? Okay, we got quite a few people online. Let's see, is there anyone new that I can raid today? Any music-y peoples online today? No one really is doing music stuff right now. There's art people, I guess that's similar. Something reloaded by Daylight, Honkai Star Rail, Apex Tekken, Super Royale. Here, I thank you, chat. Sorry, it's gonna be just me finding some people to raid. Let us see. Honkai Star Rail, art. Okay, thank you for streaming. Thank you, chat, for joining us. Oh, Mia's online. I could just raid her again. I know I raided her before, but honestly, Mia's such a talented artist, chat, and I think we should support them. So let's raid Mia. Mia's just starting out as a streamer too, chat, and she is one of my poggest of all poggest friends on my streaming friend group. So please support them and give them a follow. They're so talented. They made the art, your awful art that's on the screen that you're looking at right now. Oh, alright, yeah, chat. Alright, show some love to Maru and please follow Mia. She's so talented. Otsureya! Poke. Take care, chat. Yes. The art is not awful. Hell yeah. Good night.